Good morning, dear students. Hope you all are doing well. Today we will start 7th chapter, that is stepwise thinking. In this chapter, through various real life examples, you will learn how to systematically manage data on your computer. So now let us begin with it. When your mother asks you to get ready for school, you do activities like brushing your teeth first, then bathing, and finally getting dressed up for school. All this you do in a proper sequence. You don't take bath before brushing your teeth. Similarly, whenever you have to do some work, you should do it in the proper way. Let us learn the approach to stepwise thinking. Switching on the computer and shutting it down also requires the systematic approach. If you do not follow the steps in proper order, you may spoil the computer. Like if you switch the UPS and CPU first before the main power, you may harm your computer. Now let us learn the steps to follow to convert a complicated task into simple steps. Given below are few steps that you should follow while solving a problem or performing any task. Analyze the problem. Think about the output or result required. What is the starting point? What are the inputs? The process you need to follow to achieve the result. You have already learned about input, process, output in your previous class. Let us discuss these points with the help of an example. Case 1. You want to buy a reference book for science. Let us understand each step. Analyze the problem. What is the name of the book and author? The price of the book. From which bookstore can you get it? The output is the book itself which you want. The input, the money you need to buy the book. The address of the store. If there are two stores, which one should you go to? The one which is near, of course. You have decided this too. The means of transport. If it is near, you may walk down. If it is far, you may need some transport. The process. You ask your teacher about the book and author name. You also find out the nearest bookstore from where you can get the book. You ask your mother for the money. Depending on the distance, you walk down or ask your parents to take you to the store. You finally pay the money and buy the book. Here you have first analyzed the problem and then divided it into smaller tasks. So ultimately you were able to achieve your goal, which was to buy the book. Let us take another example. Now let us discuss case 2. So if you are planning to celebrate your birthday by calling some friends over to your house, how will you go about it? What are the things you need to do? First of all, decide on a theme for your party. These days, children love to attend theme parties. The theme will change depending upon the gender, that is, if you are a boy, you will have a different theme than what a girl would like to have. Make a guest list. You have to decide the names of all the people you will be inviting to your party. Write down their names. Your brother or sister may want to invite some of their friends too. Make and send invitations. You may either buy ready-made invitation card, letters, or make them. You need to write down the name of your friends on each of the cards with the date, time, your address, phone number, and the theme of your party. Decide on the menu. You have to decide what food you would be ordering or getting prepared. You also need to order a cake, so you have to decide when to order the cake too. Depending upon the theme, you need to buy few things for the gift bags. You have to discuss about the budget for this with your parents and then plan accordingly who will buy the gifts and decorate the house. You also need to plan the games and other events for the day to keep things interesting and entertaining for everyone. After all the things have been decided, you have to plan the execution of all the tasks. You will have to distribute the jobs to different family members. Your mother can take care of ordering the food and cake. You can write and distribute the invitation. Your father can help you buy and pack the written gifts. He can help you with the decoration too. Your sibling can help you plan and organize the games and many more. Once you have planned everything so carefully, you are sure to have a wonderful birthday celebration. The party will be a success for sure. So this is how you also need to follow the steps in a proper sequence while operating a computer to prevent any harm. So with this we have completed our 7th chapter. I hope you all have understood it. So study well. Question and answers and exercises of this chapter will be uploaded on the website. Write the question and answers in your notebook and do the exercises in your textbook itself.